Bonjour, mon petit today Amber here, and today is April 27th, I believe, and just yesterday I decided that I was taking part in a readathon. I've never actually taken part in a readathon before because my reading habits are really scattered, and especially lately, but I think it's time to bite the bullet and do the thing. So for May, I will be taking part in the Asian Readathon, which was created by Cindy over on Read with Cindy, who is my fave here on the booktubes. It is co-hosted by a bunch of other awesome Asian booktubers who I will link down in the description box. And today I am going to share my TBR for this readathon. I had to wait to film it because I decided yesterday that I was going to actually take part in it, and I was going through all my books and most of them I've already read, so I had to do some quick Amazon priming. Thank God for Amazon Prime. Anyway, without further ado, let me open the Google Doc so that I can have the challenges up for this readathon. This readathon, there are 5 challenges and a pretty big twist. I'll tell you the twist now. Is that for each book that you choose to read for the readathon, each one has to represent a different Asian ethnicity, thus promoting more diversity. Okay, so the first challenge is to read any book by an Asian author, and I have so many options. I had so many options for this, especially with the new releases this year. There are so many incredible books that have come out and are coming out by Asian authors, and I'm here for it. But I chose a book that I've been meaning to get around to for a while, and it is The Library of Fate by Aditi Khorana, and the author of this book is Indian. If I recall correctly, the main character of this book offers herself as the bride of this awful emperor. The palace soon falls under siege, and the main character, Amrita, is left to depend on an oracle who was kept slave of the emperor, and basically they are on a quest to reverse their fates, I believe, something like that. And it just sounds really, really good, and I'm excited to finally get around to reading this book. Okay, so the next challenge is to read a graphic novel featuring an Asian character and or drawn or written by an Asian author. I don't really read graphic novels too much, so this was a little difficult for me. Sorry, difficult for me, but in the end I decided that I was going to pick up The Prince and the Dressmaker by Jin Wang. This is adorable. It sounds really, really cute. If I recall correctly, it's about a prince whose parents are looking for a princess for him, obviously, and he falls in love with his dressmaker, I believe. It's also an LGBTQ plus story. It just looks really adorable. The artwork's really adorable, and it just seems like it's going to be a really quick read. My first graphic novel. Oh, and the author of this book is Chinese. So the next challenge is to read a book featuring an intersectional Asian character or written by an intersectional Asian author, whether they happen to be Asian and queer, biracial, Asian and disabled, etc., etc., etc. Why am I quoting The King of Earth? For that book, I'm going with another one that I've been super excited about, and it's The Weight of Our Sky by Hannah Alkoff. This is a Malaysian story set during the Malaysian race riots of 1969, I believe. The main character has OCD, and she's trying to find her mother in the midst of these race riot, and that's really all I know about the story, but it sounds really good, and it looks like it's going to be a quick read, and I haven't actually heard too much about it, but I'll let you know. I really was very, very tempted to reread Girls of Paper and Fire, which would have met the criteria for this category, but I remembered that I had this book, so. Next, read a book by an Asian author that was originally written in their native language and then translated into like your language of choice. So for me that would be English. And the next book, I have no idea what, I have a mild idea because I read the synopsis synopsis before deciding to order it, but I mainly ordered this based on the cover, and it's The Beast Player by Naoko Uehashi. So it looks like we're doing the last bit of this on my laptop because my camera battery just died. So where was I? This book was translated from Japanese. I don't know much about the story. It says, Eland's family have an important responsibility caring for the fearsome serpents that form the core of their kingdom's army, so when some of the beasts mysteriously die, Eland's mother is sentenced to death as punishment. With her last breath, she manages to send her daughter to safety. Alone and far from home, Eland soon discovers that she can talk to both the terrifying water serpents and the majestic flying beasts that guard her queen. This skill gives her great powers, but it also involves her in deadly plots that could cost her life. Can she save herself and prevent her beloved beasts from being used as tools of war, or must she face the terrible battles to come? That sounds really, really awesome. I think this cover is absolutely gorgeous. Love me a wolf. And the final challenge is to read the group book, which is 1,000 Beginnings and Endings by Ellen O, which is a collection of short stories by, 15 Asian authors, including Renee Attia, Roshni Chokshi, Julie Kagawa, Melissa Dela Cruz. So some of my faves are included. I believe this is a collection of retellings also, which we know is my thing. The book will be covered in the live show over on Cindy's channel, I believe. Yes, on Cindy's channel on May 25th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that covers my TBR for the Asian Readathon. I'm super excited to take part. I'm excited to expand my reading. So yeah, I will see you during May. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like me, feel free to subscribe. All my places are down here so you can follow me and I'll follow you back and we can be buds. And I'll see you soon.